The ordinary civilians who defended their homes during World War II often became the unsung engineers of survival. If you've ever wondered how people protected their families when cities were bombed, looters prowled, and resources were stretched to the breaking point, the answer is both simple and astonishing. Long before motion sensors and surveillance cameras, ordinary men and women were crafting devices out of scraps, tin cans, and wire to alert them when someone tried to enter their homes. These were not elaborate gadgets, but they were deadly effective because they relied on ingenuity, fear, and resourcefulness rather than electricity or government support. During the darkest days of the 1940s, survival meant turning what others saw as trash into a first line of defense. And the remarkable part is that these simple devices work just as well today, offering anyone an inexpensive off-grid solution for home or property security. Recreating these alarms today gives us, insight into both history and practical survival skills. You don't need a museum of wartime relics to replicate these devices. A roll of thin copper wire, a 9-volt battery, and a small buzzer can reproduce the electrical alarm system. Just stretch the wire across a window or door frame, secure it with thumbtacks or screws, and complete a simple circuit that triggers when the wire disconnects. For a purely mechanical version, you can attach a light metal can filled with small objects to a string looped over the top of a window. Any movement will drop the can, rattling loudly enough to alert anyone nearby. Beyond their practical use, these devices teach patience, observation, and the kind of hands-on ingenuity that was, honestly, essential during wartime. They are lessons in turning scarcity into advantage. The key lesson from these forgotten wartime alarms is really the mentality behind them. What made them powerful was not just the materials, but the mindset. Civilians didn't wait for the army or police to secure their homes. They saw potential where others saw scrap. They acted with urgency, creativity, and pragmatism. Recreating these systems today is not just about building a device. It is about cultivating a survivalist mindset, thinking ahead, and recognizing opportunities in what appears useless. History is full of practical lessons for those willing to observe and apply them. Every wire strung and every tin can rattled is a connection to a time when ordinary people became engineers of survival out of necessity. Even modern technology, honestly, cannot replace the resilience of these old-school solutions. Smart locks fail when batteries die, cameras stop recording when the internet goes down, and alarms are useless without power. The World War II-style homemade alarm works under any condition, anywhere, and will never fail because it relies on simple physics or basic electricity. For campers, off-grid property owners, or anyone who values redundancy and security, these devices are an invaluable tool. They remind us that true preparedness is often about simplicity, creativity, and the courage to take matters into your own hands. Every time you replicate one of these forgotten alarms, you preserve history and strengthen your readiness. History's lessons are not just to be observed, they are to be applied. If you found this guide valuable, share it with others and subscribe to Warfront Survival for more explorations of real wartime ingenuity. The old tricks still work, and those who learn them today are better prepared than anyone relying solely on modern convenience.